All right, my name is James Kinney, and my story about what a bad culture can be in the workplace started on Wall Street about 8 years ago, where I suffered from anxiety and depression. I was about 45 pounds overweight at that time and got an eye disease. So I came up with the concept of becoming a business athlete as a way to improve my performance as a leader and in the workplace, but also as a way to improve my overall health and save my life, because that's the point I was at that time. So think about business athletics as a operating system for the way that you operate your life and your business. And for those of you guys who in HR, think about a high performance culture. And military teams and sports teams are really high performance cultures. So think about that in the context of your workplace. So this all started with my understanding of neuroplasticity and behavior change. And when we talk about changing our behavior and changing our brains, it gives us the opportunity to really have lasting, sustainable performance, which is really what we talk about in culture. So the first thing I like to talk about are what are some of your challenges with time, because time is a huge component so that you have enough time to practice becoming a business athlete and being the top person that you can be within your organization. So I came up with an acronym, which is PYT, which is protect your time. How many people get their time wasted in the office all the time? Meetings that go way too long. And you can't really protect your time unless you're channeling your inner Michael Jackson. So when you have your PYT, and you start doing that, then that gives you the opportunity to really channel in how you PYT and protect your time. So that's a cool acronym to think about. I'll spare you the concert during this DisruptHR. So as you see here, an example full week, everything is accounted for. Meals, rest, meetings, and scheduling in your personal time and your professional time together are crucial to being a business athlete. If you were in a sports team, you're training 6, 7 days a week and everything is accounted for. So some of the things that you should think about are scheduling in time for you and business. Again, proactively managing your friends and family. Friend wrangling is my favorite. Hey, let's all get together so that way I don't spend my time driving around LA trying to see all you guys in the valley, right? The next thing to talk about is commanding communication. Think about a quarterback in the huddle. Ready, set, 1, 2, 1, 2. That lets you know that we're ready to play. I'm sorry. But commanding communication gives you the opportunity to come across a certain way. So it is what you say and how you say it. Who's worked with the manager that talks down to you? Oh, that does not work. So it's really choosing and being mindful and how you communicate with your colleagues, your subordinates, and everyone in your organization. So a question to you, what do you think makes a great communicator? This guy pretty much had it down because we're still talking about one of many speeches that he made, but it lasted forever. So he had a gift and was methodical in how he communicated with your team. Some communication tips to think about as a business athlete is the meter of your communication, because if you're talking really fast and no one can understand you, you're probably not effective in the meeting. But you can think about the rhythm of your communication, and in hip hop, you would say the hip to hop to hippie to the hip hop it. Come on, guys, right? So, does your work or home life really reflect these techniques of being a business athlete? Because why are we working 60, 70 hours a week if we're not happy? Shout out to my man Pharrell. I forgot my hat tonight. But it's really all about being happy. Now, we know that happiness is not a perma state, but it can happen in the workplace when we're mindful and conscious of doing it. But to take you back to the top of what I'm talking about today, each person gets the opportunity to be a business athlete, which means that they're really taking responsibility for their own productivity, communication, and time styles. So we know that our brains need time to adapt to coaching and training and really performing at a high level. So what are some of the activities and functions that you think make you happy? And those are the things that we can really bring into the workplace, because we know that people and communities really make us happy. It's not things or objects that make us happy. Now, I'll take that out for the weekend for sure and sip champagne in the back of it. I don't drink, so probably apple juice, but I'm happy to sit in a Rolls Royce, but it won't make you happy long term, nor will an increase in salaries always in work. It's the culture piece that really makes it happen. So we know that activities in a positively reinforced community are really what makes the difference. Good job on your work today. Thanks for getting that report in early. All right. So that's really our opportunity for sustainable happiness, because at the end of the day, when we can work together like athletes or the military, even within the workplace, from a perspective of high performance, it gives us the opportunity to look like CrossFit people in the office, right? So that is my time for today. My name is James Kinney. I'm the co-founder of DisruptHR.